Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be obviously a Sovereign Citizen video, but I have an update on one of the dumbest frauditors in the game. And we are going to jump to New York Public Tour. Maddie is home and out of jail. He is done being used as a human sock puppet for all the inmates. And he's already claiming in my community post that he's innocent and that attacking someone he invited to his home from behind with a weapon was somehow self-defense, even though the court and jury saw it differently. But, yeah, that's the breaking news update. Now let's go to the video.
Stand by one.
He's inside at the lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, guys are talking about it.
Okay. Sounds like I'm going to be going 10-12 with him in the lobby. Hello. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Any weapons on you? No. Just making sure the little satchel
No,
sometimes.
I was just trying to talk to him. I was going to go to 329. That's where my hotel room's at.
Okay. All right, so we received a call that there was a disturbance between you and a female here tonight. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Any of these, any of these girls?
I do not.
Okay. Well, I think they seem to know you.
I'm sorry?
I think they seem to know you.
Okay.
So are you lying to me?
I'm not.
Do you want to talk outside?
If you want to, like, am I being detained?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You're being detained.
Okay.
Because the person who called said that you were involved in a physical altercation with a female, so I'm investigating a domestic battery right now, and you're certainly being detained. So I'm just offering to you if you'd prefer to speak outside, away from them or away from the crowd or anything. That's the reason I'm
Whatever
asking.
you want to. If I'm being detained, then yeah.
Okay. Let's have... Hold on, just waiting for him to come in. Tyson, can you start speaking to her? I'm going to speak to this guy outside. I don't know what's going on exactly yet, so... Alrighty?
No problem.
Let's talk outside.
Did you get blood? It's like gushing blood. He just can't fight it.
Your legs is gushing blood?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
There's a big...
So, gushing blood? This right here?
Okay. Oh, well, I'll talk to him about it. Okay.
How you doing?
Good. Alright, so let me elaborate a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
We got a call, like I said, that third-party person called, meaning not you or the female, and said that you were in some sort of physical altercation with her. And this is what they. Let me just clarify before we're going further. I am not accusing you of doing any of these things. I'm simply telling you why I was called here. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So we were called, and they said that you essentially beat her up and that you attempted to rape her. And they said that she has marks all over her face. And when I pulled in, one of the girls flagged me down. She said you were in the lobby. Here I am. So I'm assuming it's the girl, the heavier set girl, because that's who they pointed to me about. So were you with her tonight? Were you
No.
Did you stay in a room with her? Is she your girlfriend? Is she a friend? Friends with benefits? Someone you sleep with? Someone you don't know?
No.
Don't know her?
Are you under oath right now?
Am I under oath?
Yes, sir.
I am a sworn law enforcement officer. I am sworn under the law. I don't understand what you're asking.
Okay. I just want to make sure if you're under oath and if I can be able to get your business card.
So this is where his, the cracks of him faking being a normal person start appearing, and the Sovereign Citizen comes leaking out.
Yeah, I can. Would you like my badge number?
Yes, please. I just
Okay.
want everything.
And I'll give you a card as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like I said, the badge number, and here's my card.
Thank you.
Okay. So why don't you just tell me what you know, what's going on? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you have any reason why I'm here?
I don't think you're crazy,
Well,
dude.
no.
You're not crazy.
Do you,
You're not crazy.
Like, does
You're
all
not crazy.
does all of this sound like you have no idea what I'm talking about? Like,
No. Are you under body cam right now?
yes.
Okay, you are.
Recording.
Okay, beautiful. So, have you sworn on oath?
Sir, I'm trying to be very upfront with you, but I don't understand what you're asking.
Have you sworn under oath?
To do what?
Under oath from the Constitution.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've sworn an oath to the Constitution, uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, and that's why I explained to you why you are lawfully being detained, what's going on. I don't think there's any argument between that. You understand that?
No
So
argument.
I don't understand if you're attempting to do some sort of filibuster or what you're trying to do.
No filibuster at all.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure if you're under oath.
I am a police officer. There's my car. I'm full-time employed police officer of the Stewart Department. Told you what I was here for.
Okay.
Why I'm asking you questions. Like
Can
I said.
Get your ID badge, please.
Yeah. Would you like me to write it down on the card?
Yeah, sure. I don't. It's not on. It's not too on there.
No, this is the phone number for the police department, and then this is a
502. Okay.
that's just a link. This unrelated.
Okay.
On my back here, on the not on my back, on the back of the card here. Oh,
Okay.
that is my ID. Okay. So, tell me your side of the story.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to tell me your side of the story? What's going on tonight?
I don't want to speak under any type of circumstances. Under any oath.
Okay. So you don't have any interest.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everything's clear. Me? For me? Yeah. I probably need something type of.
You would like an ambulance to come
Are you
check
guys?
out?
Are you guys talking about amateur? Are you guys with the law of? Are you guys with the law of sea, or are you guys with the law of land?
Hold on real quick.
Do you want an ambulance?
Would you like an ambulance to come check you out?
An ambulance?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So they're going to be on their way.
I'm sorry. I can hear you. What you say?
He said, "How old are you?" 29. You have a driver license on you?
I do not.
Okay. What's your first name?
My name is.
Okay. So, before I ask you anything further,
Yes, sir.
because you seem to be concerned about not having your rights violated, everything being done properly, which I have no issue with whatsoever. Obviously, I've been very upfront and clear with you about what's going on. With that being said, as I explained to you, you are detained.
So I'm not free to go.
You are not free to leave, and I am now lawfully asking you to identify yourself. I'm asking you politely, but you are required to identify yourself to me. If you don't have your ID on you, that's okay, but I'm going to need your name and date of birth. So what is your first name as on your ID?
So my ID, I don't have it on me. But I'm a
Well, what's your
real
first-
delivery?
What is your first legal name? First, middle, and last legal name.
Now comes the question portion of the video. Do you think this sovereign citizen is going to give the officer his name? Leave it in the comments.
I do not have that with me. Because I'm not under your jurisdiction. Because I'm a real full, rural free delivery. I do not have that with me. But if it's okay with you, you said you have your body cam on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I plead to. I do not want to answer any questions.
Right. Okay. So I will explain to you once more. Okay. You do not have to answer any questions where you would incriminate yourself, right? Where you would be invoking the Fifth Amendment. Because you are detained, you are legally required in the state of Florida to identify yourself. And how the state of Florida defines that is that you give me your full legal name and your date of birth. Okay? So if you let me be very, very, very clear.
Yes, sir.
If you do not give me your full legal name and date of birth, you would be committing the act of what's called resisting an officer. The legal statute in Florida is called resisting an officer without violence. It's not called, essentially, layman's terms, is obstruction.
Yeah.
Okay? So then you could be liable to be put in handcuffs. Now, that's not the route that we want to go, obviously. So, like I was saying, can you please give me your first, middle, last name, and your date of birth?
Okay, so I just want to make sure you took in the state of oath, correct? I just want to ask you, am I allowed to ask questions or not?
Yes. 177, But, are you going to identify yourself, or are you going to go in handcuffs?
I have been into a crime, about to commit a crime, or
You are asking me if I am detaining you under reasonable suspicion
Yes, sir.
that you have or about to or have committed a crime?
have I been
Yes.
detained? Or
Yes, that you are detained under reasonable suspicion that you have, are going to, or just did commit a crime.
Okay, what was that false under?
Domestic battery.
Domestic battery?
Or at least a battery at the bare minimum. Because we haven't established a relationship yet with this female.
Yes,
But I think
Yes,
you're
sir.
starting to understand that I have a very good understanding of the law, and I've made things very clearly to you.
Yes,
And
sir.
my understanding of the law is a little bit better than yours, I think.
Yes,
And
sir.
I have been very clear with you.
Yes, sir.
So, like I said, you have to give me your legal first, middle, and last name and your date of birth.
You can go ahead and be able to go over the information of what you said I've been terminated. I'm sorry.
All right, folks, I genuinely missed the day when sovereign citizens just used this to get out of traffic stops. They used the logic to get out of traffic stops, and it didn't work then. So then they tried to up the ante to burglary, assault, domestic battery, and then you have Daryl Brooks, the king dipshit of sovereign citizens, trying to use it to get out of murder. And it hasn't worked on anything, so I don't know why these people keep trying to step it up. Like, if Daryl Brooks lost in murder, and Eric Martin lost in revoked license, why do you think it's going to work for domestic battery?
Okay, listen. I have been more than clear.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say this one last time just to humor you, okay?
I'm sorry?
I'm going to say this one last time just to humor you. Yes, because... Good.
Sorry,
Yes.
if your body came off? Yeah, we have
Sir,
mind if
sir.
I can get your body?
No,
evidence card?
no,
You
yeah.
guys
Yeah, he'll get all of that. But listen, we have a fine route here that we'll go the person. I do not have to explain, sir. I do not have to explain to you any further why you are being detained. I have already explained it more than clear enough, and I'm well within the letter of the law. Like I said, if you do not identify yourself now, when I tell you that you are required to right now give me your name, your middle name, and your last name, and your date of birth, I will be putting you in handcuffs right this second.
Okay.
Just one second, please. Tyson, hold on.
I just want to make sure everybody's in, like
You're not going to
his,
give me your
business card.
You're not going
This
to
is
give me
what I gotta make sure.
Put your hands on that.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
I understand.
Yes, sir. I'm not resisting.
Understood.
I'm not resisting.
Thank you. We're going to put that
Can I
up
get
there.
that business card, please?
Yes, you will get it. It will go with your property to the jail.
I'm not resisting.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you're resisting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Can I get your business card, please?
No, I don't have to. This is not targeted. I'm a police officer.
So you're a policy officer or
Policy officer.
yeah? There's two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you on the law of?
Yes. Sorry, I just couldn't get away from this guy for a second.
Are you in the law of sea or are you in the law of land?
That was so silly. There was no reason for you to do that.
I'm sorry.
That was very silly. There was no reason for you to do that.
I can't hear you.
That was so silly. There was no reason for you to do that. You did
To
not
do
need
what?
to be in handcuffs right now.
I was asking you a question because, like, you are under the oath, correct?
Right, and
You are?
I explained to you the answer numerous times.
Are you?
Who's
You're in
turning
the
around?
oath, correct?
Who's turning around? No.
You're in the oath, correct?
Your understanding of the law is very limited.
Are you under the oath, correct? Listen. Yes,
I've already told you that several
sir.
times. You can keep asking it, but
Yes,
I've been
sir.
more than cordial with you, and I'm not going to continue to answer your questions.
I just
because
need
you
to
want.
know if your communication with me is either in the Webster dictionary or if it's in the Black's Law.
Oh, that's good. Can you hold him real quick? I think I have some stuff right here.
I'm okay.
No, he's going to hold you. Oh,
Are you under
perfect.
the law
Can you sit
of
down
oath?
for me, please?
Are you a policy officer or are you in?
So make sure there's no like zipper on this back part or something. Yeah, I know, but I was literally just about to like just put him in, just arrest him for resisting.
You want to sit with him? I'll go look at the hotel room.
178 Dalton Hill, 1015.
10:15,
She has 2 marks right here, 2 red marks that are fresh. That she knew some 2 years ago. They were in the hotel room. Her friends left, not these two other ones. It was just her and him. They were on the bed initially. He grabbed her hair and started to smush her face down. There's 2 red marks where you can see her piercings that are up against her face. Took off her bottoms and said, just, quote, just. She managed to, there was never any type of penetration or sexual touching. But he took off her bottoms, said that. She managed to roll away, squeeze out the door, and left.
I'm at a loss for words at this point because I've seen sovereign citizens and others that are on the registry say just nonsensical shit about, oh, you know, it was consensual, but then, you know, the person who they did it to disagrees with them. So this wasn't domestic battery, it was an attempted graping. For the folks on YouTube, don't get mad at me. So sovereign citizens have gone to traffic stops, to domestic battery, to child support, to attempted graping, all the way up to murder. And this shit still hasn't gotten them out of it. So why keep trying? And even in Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition, which I go into all the time, nowhere in that says, yeah, you can just rip the shorts off of whoever you want and just give it to them. It doesn't say that anywhere in Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition, so I don't know why this kid brought it up.
The heaviest set one.
Yes,
right?
I have not looked at the room, but it's probably in dismay, so while you're waiting for him, I'm just going to go see if the room's a mess, like she said.
He's 1015 just for resisting right now because he wouldn't ID himself.
But there was no
But,
sexual contact. The only thing sexual
Okay,
was...
can you just run me through it one more
Yeah.
time because...
So she knows him from a couple years ago.
Okay.
They agreed to hang out tonight. They came here with 2 other friends. The other 2 friends left.
Ah.
It's just her and him.
In the room.
She said the second that they started hanging out tonight, she noticed something was off about him. She just said that he grabbed her head. Her hair is all matted and tangled. Shaking her hair and like smashing her head down. Repeatedly. There's a mark right here from her piercing and a mark up here by her eye. She said that he pulled her bathing suit bottoms down, like bent her over and said, she said no, and managed to scrounge away and get out of the way, came downstairs to the lobby and got a new key card, and then she didn't know where he was at after. So technically there was no sexual contact, and obviously he's not talking, but...
So he battered her.
Yes.
He pantsed her and battered her.
Yeah. I made her several times, he never inserted her, didn't think so. I'm going to go let the mom know if you're good with that, because she's in there with her.
Yes, can I
you want to start
just
on
talk
your...
to David real quick?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, sir. Were you knocking?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. How can I help you?
Yeah, my handcuffs are a little bit too tight.
I actually adjusted them for proper fit with 2 fingers. They're exactly as tight as they should be. And if they're uncomfortable, I'm sorry, but they won't be adjusted because I adjusted them perfectly. So
I don't remember you doing it with 2 fingers.
it doesn't matter whether you remember it or not. I would.
With 2 fingers, though.
I would strongly.
Did you have the...
The next 2-ish minutes is going to hit you in the feels. It's going to be the victim side of this story, and it makes it crazy to think that he tried the sovereign citizen script after doing all this bullshit. And good on the hotel, bad on her friends that ditched on her, but yes, I don't know why he tried the sovereign citizen script.
You know this not gentleman. You know this guy from a few years back.
So you can cover
Thank you.
You know him from a few years back. You were hanging out with him and two other female friends, correct? They left. Where did they go?
I think they went to her friend's house because they felt uncomfortable.
With him?
Yes, and I was
Okay.
supposed to leave too, but they had left me already before I could get my stuff together.
Why did they feel uncomfortable?
I think it was just because of some fact that he was very like demanding, and he was already drunk, and they knew that, and I had already gotten the feel of like, okay, like he's definitely getting out of his comfort zone.
How was he
And-
being demanding?
Just kind of like touchy wise, you know, just kind of like touching, or like we were sitting there talking about a situation, he'd just get loud, and he not pushed, but him and my friend, they were like in like a debate or whatever about something, and he had like pushed her whatever and pushed her a little bit too hard. So that's when they were like, all right, like we're leaving, and I was like, okay, well I'll leave too, you know what I mean? And they had already left the room, and by the time that I was getting my stuff together, he had locked the door and was just pushing himself onto me, because obviously like he spent $150 on a room, you know what I mean? So that's just how some people are. And
Had you already attempted to leave and he locked you in? Was he stopping you from leaving, or was he?
He stopped me from leaving because I had gotten my stuff together and I was gonna follow them, but they had already left and I was getting my stuff together, and they had told me, okay, meet us out to the car. So when I got my stuff together and I was leaving, he had pulled my hair back and pushed me on the floor and said, "You're not leaving until I get what I want." You know?
Really?
Yeah. So after that, he had told me he was just like, just have sex with me and all this would be over. This and that. So he was pushing me against the bed. At first, he was kind of just not, I feel like he was scared that he was going to get in trouble, you know? So he was kind of just pushing me on the floor and, like, as you can see, like, pushing my face in. And then afterwards, I had kind of just, like, gave up and told him, I was like, okay, like, just do whatever you want. Like, just please let me go. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, he was holding my mouth. I couldn't breathe at all. And after that, he was like, all right, just let me do what I want. Like, I'll let you go. So I told him, I was like, just please do whatever you want. Like, please just let me go. Like, I just don't want to be in this situation. And then finally, I had kept trying to tell him, like, I'm on my period. Like, please just let me go to the front desk. I can get a tampon, this and that. So I finally got out of the door. I had gotten a new like room key. So where he was locked out. I don't know how, honestly, but I had gotten a new room key. He was locked out, so I went back to the room.
You got a new room key while you went out?
Yeah, because I was crying to them. Like, they knew that I was in distress. Like, I told them, I was like, he's being weird, please.
That's all I'm going to make you guys listen to of that. With just that alone, he deserves the wood chipper. Every city should have a wood chipper just for guys like this. This guy deserves a wood chipper. Timmy Crispy from a few videos ago, who's a sovereign citizen, got laid out in court and then happened to be on the registry in New Jersey for doing some very, very inappropriate things to a very, 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 very young girl. He deserves a wood chipper as well. I just don't understand the point of using the sovereign citizen defense after something like that. Like, it's not going to get you out of it with the police. And when they show that to the jury, it's sure as shit not going to get you, out of any charges or sentencing with the jury or judge. So, like, why try?
Would you like your slides and I have your phone and your keys and your pants or shorts? I don't know what these are. Do you want them to go with you to the jail? Like, do you want them to be your property at the jail, or do you want me to take them to the police department and submit them for safekeeping?
Okay, I just want to ask you one question. Are you under the law of the sea, or are you under the law of land?
As I said before, I've been more than cordial and explained everything to you. Frankly, you have no idea what you're talking about. You keep talking about land and sea. So do you want this to go with you to the jail, or do you want me to take it for safekeeping?
Are you under the law?
That's great.
I love how the officer just walked away at the end. Said, nope, I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. According to the original poster, he was charged with, I believe it was resisting and only battery. Which seems like not enough. Again, I hope this guy trips into a wood chipper very, very soon, and I hope someone records it. But yeah, that Sovereign Citizen video went dark real quick. This just kind of proves the extent, I don't know, of how delusional these people are, where they're willing to try to use the Sovereign Citizen script to get out of more and more serious crimes. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.